So in the song Breathe Correct, if I am correct, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you were playing this syncopated thing off the rim of the tom, using the hi-hat, ghost notes on the snare, and this tom pattern. Like, what was that, bro?
Yeah, so on this record, when Sergio sent me the demos and wrote the songs, we were going for a much moodier feel than we had previously done in other bands. And there's a lot of kind of lo-fi drums and fading in and fading out of things. And I really like exploring those ideas. It's also really cool to play grooves and then mess with them after the fact, and as you know, for the engineer to go in and make them lo-fi or make them quieter, that stuff's really cool. So we were messing with some of that, and you know, when Sergio talked to me about the songs, I don't remember exactly how it went, but in the studio he probably said something like, maybe I'm hearing some stick click kind of stuff, maybe some kind of syncopated this or that, maybe some tom stuff. So you know, when you're working with somebody who has a little bit of a vision for the drums, it's like you take those things, you're like, okay, well, now what does this mean to me? And so for me, you know, I vamped it a bunch of times to try to develop an idea, and I don't know how I stumbled across it, but I really like the idea of starting the groove with the rim clicks and the hi-hat and the snare, but then having this little melody up the toms.
Yeah.
And I kind of play it different every night. Like, I probably play a slightly different example than I do in the video, because when I'm in the moment, it always happens a little different for me. But yeah, it's just kind of like a little, you know, this, again, that kind of linear groove vibe between the rim, the hi-hat, and the snare, and then I kind of do this little walk up the toms, you know.
I like that you use the word a melody with the toms, because for some reason. Why? I mean, it's understandable, I guess, but we tend to look at the drums as just a rhythmic instrument, as if the drums that you hit don't have a tone, like any other instrument, and that's why you can actually tune your drums, because they actually have a tone and the melody with it. Listen, when I recorded you, and I mixed this, and when I was mixing it, I just was like, yo, that tom joint going up the toms. It without it wouldn't have been the same, bro. It was dope.
Sometimes I think about the drum kit spread as like shapes. That sounds kind of cheesy, but like you could go clockwise or you could go counterclockwise, or you could do sort of the pendulum thing back and forth between voices.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people forget that a lot of drum fills are this like me.
Oh, that. Listen, I do that too.
What about na 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 na, like da 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 or da 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 da? It's like, and sometimes even in your practice, it's like, if you have an exercise and you can go down the toms, try going back up. I guarantee it's going to challenge you more, and it's probably going to sound super sick. So, you know, up the toms.
Look, there's examples of this groove that you're about to watch where he plays it slow and he plays it fast. But if you actually want to learn more deeply into, you know, how Joe comes up with stuff, the grooves that he plays, you can check out his Patreon, right? Tell him about your Patreon real quick.
Patreon is like, you know, I break down month to month. I break down certain grooves from the bands I'm in, and I actually transcribe them, write out the parts. Sometimes it's how I do it live. Sometimes it's from the record. But then you can get like a note for note description and an actual tutorial on how to play the actual groove itself. So yeah, pretty simple. But Patreon, yeah.
That's what's up, man. So look, let's get straight into these examples and let them see how it goes. Yo, thanks for checking out the DrumTrax app YouTube channel. And if you're enjoying the videos, if you're getting anything from them, hit the subscribe button and also hit the notifications button, because we don't want you to miss anything. Because if you don't, our videos might get lost in the sauce and we can't have that. In the meantime, if you're looking for some more content, check out some of our recent videos. All right, fam? And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.